All right, guys, I guess you could say I'm back on YouTube. Took a couple year hiatus. I haven't got out of the hobby. I've been just as involved in the hobby, but figured it's time to start making videos again and just kind of document and show everyone what I'm doing and kind of keep a record for myself. But first tank here is 125. This tank's been up for about 5 or 6 weeks. And the fish actually just went in yesterday and today. So I actually bought 8 assorted blue angels on Aquabid, and then I won 6 winner's choice angels off of band, raffle off a band. So pretty cool. That's all that's in here right now. Got some corridors in quarantine. It's probably going to go in here. And we got a lot of bristlenose breeding. Use this as a grow out. So a lot of things coming for this tank. So fresh start on this tank. Pretty simple. That's just pool filter sand, some sort of driftwood, Anubias from Dustin's Fish Tanks. I picked up both of those big pieces of logs from Aquashella. So a couple weeks ago, got to go to Aquashella in Dallas. That was fun. Picked up a lot of cool stuff. A lot of stuff in this video will be from there. So here's a 125 up and running. On to the next tank. All right, guys, here we are at my 20-gallon long. This tank's been up and running pretty much since the last time I was making YouTube videos, which was a few years ago. In some form, this tank's been running. It's been reset a couple times, but right now houses a pair of albino red galaxy guppies, which I got from Jadron Aquatics at Aquashella. And then also this tank has a pair of albino bristlenose plecos that have been breeding, which unfortunately throw all common fry. So I'm gonna be looking for replacements for those to try to find some that will go with these guys that I can throw albinos from. But as you can see, I have a major snail problem in this tank, which I picked up a couple of assassin snails at Aquashella as well to try to get this tank knocked out. But pretty simple setup, eco-complete, sponge filter, throw some plants in there, and just breed fish. So my main focus is breeding fish. I do have plants and everything just because I like to look at the planted tanks better. But yeah, there's one of the guppy tanks. So these guys are only a couple weeks into this tank, so no fry or anything yet. And then I do need to move some guppy grass or some hornwort in from one of the ponds. Give these guys some cover. Usually albinos are pretty bad fry eaters, so try to help that a little bit. But we'll go on to the next tank. Here is the next tank, 55-gallon planted. Got angelfish, serpe tetras, gold and blue rams, super red calico bristlenose trio in here that I have a ton of fry off of. Young pair of double black angels there. Some bronze corridors. This tank I fight algae all the time, which my main focus is breeding the fish and caring for the fish. So the plants and the algae kind of come second to that. But I do have hair algae and green spot algae. Just too much lights, nutrient imbalance. But these two here are a pair, female on the left, male on the right there. But I do actually have a spawn of wigglers right now on those guys, and a couple of fry that are a little older than that from these guys. But there's this tank. This been up and running for about 4 years. Lots of crypts, some jungle vow, but crypts are my favorite. Easy plant. They grow really well. They look great. So but yeah, there's this tank. Beautiful tank, up and running for a long time. Then the next tank, I got a couple more here, but this tank is 20 high, just kind of a hodgepodge at the moment. Wasn't expected to bring so many guppies home, but at Aquashella I picked up 2 trios of albino red koi guppies. And then you can see I also picked up 2 L144 blue eye long fins. Then I have a ton of super red calico bristlenose fry. And those are from the trio out of the 55. And then somewhere in this tank, I also have 2 young snow white bristlenose that still need bred out. Wow, I'm sorry. Oh, there's one there. Still have some growing to do. I try to do the best I can, picking out male and female on both the snow whites and the L144s in the bag, but I have to be pretty lucky to do that. But beautiful fish. And then I do have there's one little fry. He's about a month and a half old, from the calico. I'm sorry, from the koi angelfish in the 55. But right now this is kind of a grow out tank. I'm gonna start pulling some of these fish out of here. The angelfish needs to be pulled out so I can start getting some guppy fry. And as these bristlenose get bigger, they'll be divided into tanks. And I got some plans for some more tanks to go up, some more 20 longs, some more 10 gallons. Probably about 3 or 4 10 gallons and a couple more 20s, just to help have space for all these fry. Especially got a lot of stuff in the works, so more tanks going up, more fish going in. Over here, I do have a spawn of the koi angelfish, which a lot of bum eggs there, but hard to see through the glass. But there is a bunch of wigglers there from that spawn. It's a pretty big spawn. Only about half of it hatched. They actually laid on the glass, so it's kind of tough to scrape those and put in here. Then also have the correct movement of air over them, water movement. So I'm gonna try to get some breeding slate for these guys, make it easier on me to hatch out fry. Just real difficult when you just have kind of a pile at the bottom of one of these. You can't really get the water movement correct. So I'll scavenge what I can out of this spawn, and then hopefully the future spawns I'll have some slate or cone. Haven't decided which route to go, but that'll be coming within the next week. And then in the actual tank, I did bring a group of panda corridors home. I brought 7 home from Aquashella. I did lose 1, but these guys are just kind of quarantining in here. Get some meat on their bones, make sure we don't have any sickness, no ick, anything like that, before they get added to the 125 with the rest of those guys. But been wanting these guys for a long time, just have never pulled the trigger or been anywhere that they had more than 1 or 2 in stock that I could grab and grow out. Next tank here, this is my Blue Dream tank. So just pretty simple tank. Just growing some Blue Dreams out. There's a real good looking one right there. They've been rolling. I've actually put a bunch of these into all the ponds outside, which will be up next. But they breed very prolifically. A lot of shrimp in there. I do need to do some culling. There's a male there. He's kind of pale, but I do keep up with the culls in here and pull those out. So a pretty good looking group of Blue Dreams, which there's probably, I'd say it's about 70 shrimp in here right now. But great looking shrimp. I do want to add a couple more shrimp tanks. I want to do some orange realies, and of course just do some red cherries, because everyone's always looking for them, so I want to get some of those rolling. But next I'm going to take you guys outside and show you the ponds, and then that'll be it for this fish room tour. And then hopefully for the next week or 2 I'll get another video out. I got a lot more stuff on the way and some more tanks to set up, so on to the next. First tub outside, I've got a 40-gallon tub packed full of plants. Glare kind of sucks, but full of albino platinums. I got tons of fry, a few adults back there, but this was the very first one up of the summer. It's done awesome. So I've got fry at every stage basically. See some real small fry there at the center of the screen, various sizes. Just fed them, but yeah, these guys are doing awesome, so I'm excited to bring these guys in. There's a nice white male running around that corner. Excited to bring them in for the the winter and kind of get to enjoy them from a side view versus a top view all summer. So very cool fish. Haven't kept this strain before, but it's one of my faves now. And in this tub, I have my, kind of see some fry swimming around down there. But this has my Dumbo red drags. Got this elephant ear, if you can see, sending runners everywhere, which is pretty cool. But this one's doing awesome. Like I said, tons of fry in here. Started with a trio at the beginning of the summer, so again, we'll have to bring these guys inside at the end of the summer here. We get pretty cold and pretty quick, so temps drop pretty fast, and I have to make some room inside for these guys. This is quite a bit bigger tub, covered in just, I mean, hornwort for days, water lettuce, bamboo, just packed full. But I've got a trio of ruby nose variatus, high fins. Never see them during the day. This is just packed with vegetation, but I'll try to come back out later tonight and get some video or some pictures of those guys. Lots of fry, various sizes and everything like that. So I'm excited to bring these guys this winter inside and be able to watch them. All right, guys, I wanted to sneak out here tonight and show you these ruby nose variatus buddies. So there's a nice big plump female. They got the orangish red nose that goes out into kind of a cream color yellow, and then a real high dorsal fin kind of hanging over there. And then over here, let's see if I can get this guy on video. You can kind of see there's a male. Super orange, big nice dorsal on him. Just absolutely gorgeous fish. Guys, that's gonna do it for this fish room tour. I've already done a few things since editing this video and everything, but that's gonna wrap it up for now. I do have a reef tank set up. I wanted to kind of do a separate video for that before I kind of show you guys that. And as you can see, this wood's leaching a lot of tannin, so I've been doing water changes, so I need to go do another big water change here and get to cleaning on this glass, and clean a lot of glass around the fish room. As you can see, life gets busy, you get breeding fish, and the the glass and the beautification of the tanks kind of gets put on hold when you just try to pump out fry. So stay tuned, guys. We'll get some new videos popping out here soon, and glad to be back.